Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Low Country Lunatics with your host, Chef Giuseppe from Apostioli Specialty Foods, Jamie Truciati from Veltric Intent, and Joe Levy Jr., Frontline Safety Supply. We're gonna get down, we're gonna get real, talking Italian food and entertainment from the 80s and 90s, every Friday on the Lunatic Network.
And the mess I made still carries my name. Now I'm sauced, dripping red like bloody wine. From the ruins, I built this life of mine. Every jaw's a prayer, every scar's a call. You can't break a man who's already been lost. I'm sorry.
Yo, we are back, the Low Country Lunatics. I'm losing track of all these episodes, but today is another banger, guys. And I got to apologize in advance, a little disclaimer. I am all jacked up. I feel like I've had about 20 coffees, 10 espressos, some crack sprinkled on it, and a bottle of X-Lax. I had to get 2 shots in my ass with some steroids yesterday for this fucking pain in my neck that's been going for like 3 weeks now, and I'm losing my mind. Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. This is going to be an unhinged episode. And I don't know what number it is. But listen, we got Chris Candino, the Daddy Dino pizza guy from Tonawanda, New York, right? He's got TC Wheeler's Pizza. He's coming up with all kinds of crazy shit. You go on this guy's Facebook and his Instagram, and he's got stuffed them. I don't even know what kind of peppers those were. The yellows, what do they call them?
Banana peppers.
The banana peppers, yeah, I saw them. And you're doing macaroni cheese pizza? Like, who the fuck thinks of this stuff, man?
Believe it or not, I don't smoke weed. But I'm actually like a sober guy. I mean, well, part-time alcoholic, like once a week. But I do. I like to eat, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to be honest with you. Like, food is my passion. I've been fighting this diet for half my life. Whether it's food or entertainment, I'm kind of like in between. So I like to make fun of things and eat at the same time. So, yeah, man, we come up with all kinds of different crazy ideas. If I come up with something, my mind's always on the go, and I'm like, that sounds like a good idea. We'll put it together. We'll throw it on a pizza, and see how it comes.
Like, how much time do you spend? How much time do you spend operating the business and creating new shit? Would you say?
It's funny because I'm actually in my office now. That's some booze over there, but that's what my office looks like. It's kind of a catastrophe. But probably, I gotta be honest, man. When I wake up, my mind's effed up, and I'm always thinking about stuff 24/7. I work pretty much every day, but I take off Sundays. I hang out with my kid, and sometimes I bring him here anyway and have him make food with me.
I saw a video. That was the coolest thing, man. Like, I love that. Like, it brings me back to when I used to work for my father. Like, and is it all family members in there? How many family members are at the pizza joint?
Actually, it's me and my brother Tony. That's what the TC. Oh, check it out. I got the shirt on. The TC stands for Tony Chris, and then Wheeler is for Wheeler Street. That's where we're located. So a lot of people go, yo, Wheeler, what up? And I'm like, one of these, because that's not my last name. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, all right, cool, whatever. I just roll with it. Or sometimes they're confused and they're like, oh, yeah, I know Chris, the owner. And I'm like, oh, yeah, is he a good guy? And it's me they're talking about. And I just smile. You know what I'm saying? Or, yeah, are you Tony? I go, yeah, sometimes. Depends, But it's
the owner told me I get free pizza.
There's like about a staff of 30. We got about 28 to 30 people on average.
Wow.
Depending on when people want to show up. These kids have the time. A lot of these youngsters, they don't know how to sweep a floor, but we teach them. We lube them up. We get them ready. And, they do a good job. They do a good job. Like 21 years I'm going on. So
21 years, damn. And what's like the turnover rate? Like, these kids, like, are they come and go, or are you rotating quite often? What's that like?
There was a lot more problems, I would say, during COVID-19. Once that ended, I was getting people in and out of here. I mean, they just want a job for a few weeks, and then they try to claim after that and see if they can get something from the state. I dealt with a lot of that for a couple years. Now people are kind of getting back to work, so the turnover rate isn't too bad. I've had a lot of the same staff. I try to keep everybody happy. I treat them like family, appreciate people and, just kind of work with them a little bit. And it goes a long way.
What's the craziest shit you catch some of these kids doing? What's some of the dumbest shit you
Oh my
see these kids
God.
do it?
I'm interested. I'm
Are you talking
interested.
employees, customers? I could write a story for you. We'll be here all
man.
we'll be here all week.
Deal.
I mean, I've catch kids smoke weed behind the dumpsters. Just making out in the walk-in cooler.
Nice.
Yeah. Man, disappearing for a while, and they're in their car sleeping. Like, yo, bro, I didn't tell you can go on break, dude. You know what I mean? Man, I've seen a lot.
That smoking weed behind the dumpster reminds me of the movie Waiting. Remember the kids?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's one of my favorites, actually. I like that one. Yeah.
Yes. Anyone who's ever worked in the restaurant business, that is so accurate.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, my cousins at the paint store I'd come around the corner, right, to stock some shelves, and my cousin would have his balls out, right, and he'd be like, the brain, I'm like, you assholes.
Yeah,
Does that happen
wild.
over there? Does that happen over there?
Dude, it's crazy because I had this girl that worked here, and I had to yell at her. She kept burning her legs, and I'm like, why is she burning her legs? Well, she's wearing these shorts that are so skimpy. And, she'd walk up the stairs, and I mean, bro, I'm wondering why customers are like staring, you know what I mean? Because she's doing takeout, and I'm like, I don't want her doing takeout. And she'd get on fryers, and she's burning her legs. And I'm like, your shorts are underwear. I'm like, you can't wear that. So I had to tell her. She comes in the next day, she wears a pair, right? Same thing. She's got burn marks on her legs. It looks hideous. But you can see, like, the Arby's from, like, a little while away, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, I'm like, you can't wear that. Meanwhile, she got burns everywhere. And I'm just like, oh, gosh, So that one didn't last too long. Not a bad cook, real friendly. But I'm like, put clothes on, please.
So you're saying you're saying you have roast beef on the menu?
Yeah, on wax. It's a buffalo. We're in Tonawanda, but that's a buffalo staple, by the way. Beef on wax. Pretty good. Medium rare, bud.
Man, I got to come up there, man. I got to come hang out with you guys. It sounds like you got a really fun place, man.
Yeah, it's a good time, bro. It really is.
Problem hanging out Chris's place
boys
is
are familiar.
You get this.
Was that Joe shit?
Turkey neck?
Oh, dude. Like, the first episode, I think I told you guys that I'm going to sue Chris for keeping me fat. So, because I'm not a McDonald's, Burger King kind of guy, like I'll go to his place and my favorite is his steak hoagie, and he makes it a special for me when I come in there. And I'll tell you, never, ever have I had a bad meal. Some places you go like on a Tuesday night and the food sucks. People say, don't go on a Tuesday. With this place, even with this high turnover, I mean, the quality is off the charts. I've always used him for the celebrities that I worked with in the past, Chris Cerrone being one of them. Chris actually loved them so much. We went and did an event at TC Wheeler's, and Chris signed the wall for him.
Nice.
But I mean, Buffalo has amazing food. The downside is a lot of it is very similar, right? A lot of the wings are similar, a lot of the pizzas, the pizza style is similar. What Chris does is he comes up with crazy flavors. Jamie, the one time you guys came up, I told them about the dill pickle pizza, and they're like, well, we like pickle and we like pizza, but we're not sure. I was like, just trust me. So we ordered the
Smash
dill
that
pickle
shit together.
Yeah, we did the dill pickle pizza with the everything bagel crust on it.
Oh my!
What?
Dude,
Of this
everything
world.
bagel?
Everything bagel crust, man. Out of this world.
Chris is a fucking kitchen wizard. That's I mean that everything.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that,
dude. Chris, we'll talk about that another time. But it's like we me and my wife, my kids will go to and stay with Joe and his wife and kids, and it's like we have to get food from Chris. And, the wings
Awesome.
and
Thanks.
the stuffed hot peppers, dude.
Oh.
I mean, realistically, if I'm gonna eat those, I ain't leaving the fucking house for 6 to fucking 10 hours. Not fucking happening. But I'm telling you what. I mean, I would love to have his recipes. I'm in West Michigan, man. There's been times I've commented on this shit. I'm like, when are you gonna start fucking delivering to Grand Rapids? West Michigan. He was like, yeah, bro, sure thing, dude. His pizza. I look forward to fucking Wheelers when I go there. Period.
I wouldn't really count on delivery.
Absolutely.
Can't even get it one town over.
Oh, here he goes. Hey, Chris, will you deliver? We're only 10 miles away. I need it here in 45 minutes. All right, bro. Yeah, we'll get right on it. No,
it's like,
deliveries are tough in the business. A lot of people I don't know if you guys remember in the 90s, Domino's if we don't have it there in a half hour, it's free. Well, notice it's no longer around. Deliveries are tough, and that's why a lot of these third-party companies took over, like DoorDash, Uber Eats, stuff like that, because it's a lot of work for in-house. Let's say you have 2 drivers on, and then there's deliveries in 4 different neighborhoods, all within 15 minutes. You're done. Like you can't mix it up. So these third parties are doing it, but they're charging high percentage rates, man, like 30%. But it's either you could pay by the hour or you could, pay them. But then they got someone who goes like this and waves their phone in front of you. They don't speak English. They don't know what they're picking up. It's danger. I just laugh. I'm like, oh, DoorDash is here. Hopefully he speaks English. And we all just laugh at him. You know what I mean? It's bad.
Yeah, they fuck up a lot of orders. I mean, me and my wife, I mean, we don't go out anywhere throughout the week, and we don't go grocery shopping. So we're getting all our shit delivered, and we pay for it. We pay out the ass. And a lot of times it comes back all fucked up. Yeah.
Well,
the one thing I got to say,
brown head of lettuce. You know what I mean? Well,
the one thing I want to say about Chris's place, though, is you want to eat it right there. Bringing it home and stuff like that, it's still amazing, but it starts losing a little bit when you have it served right in front of you at the restaurant.
I think any place is gonna be like that. You order food from an establishment like fucking Wheelers. You want to sit down, grab a table, and you want to eat it right after it comes out the oven or whatever. I think it's gonna be. Like with any restaurant, as soon as you add the delivery aspect to it, we'll be there in 45 minutes. Like we get Detroit style pizza, Jet's Pizza. We have one. I don't know, 5 minutes from my house. It's amazing pizza. It really is. It's a deep dish, squares. Yeah. It's good. But on a Friday night, they're like, it'll be there in an hour and 25 minutes. And they've got 6 drivers running on a Friday and Saturday night. But by the time they put 10 or 12 orders in hot bags and they run around the frickin', the county delivering pizza. By the time you get yours, you could be last, and it's good, but it's not like it's out of the oven. It's not. So that aspect for sure.
Hey, Chris, let me ask you this. Where's your family? Like, obviously you're Italian, but are your grandmothers over in Italy? Like, where did your family origin start?
Actually, my father came here when he was 8 years old.
Okay.
So my grandmother, no English, didn't even want to, wouldn't even drive a car here. And she's here she was here. They came when my dad was young. Then she went back to Sicily. My dad was here. And then his father died when he was 19. He went back to Sicily and came back. And then he ended up meeting my mom. And he got Americanized and everything. And then on my mother's side, her mom is from Sicily. And her dad was German. So I got a little German up in there, too, on my mother's side. So my mom's pretty much like half, and my dad, he's from here, or from there. Montemaggiore, it's outside of Palermo, which my aunt has a house in Palermo, and she has a house in Montemaggiore, which is on, it's literally, countryside. The town closes for, a few hours for lunchtime. The whole town, all the stores, everything shuts down, I believe. Maybe 11 o'clock to 4, and then they wake up, they eat, and then they go back to work till 8 or 9 at night. That's how the whole town is. Nothing's open. And that's how that town is. My father was just there last year, and he was, telling me about it. They go every couple years. But, so I'm Americanized. I'm, basically first generation. A lot of my family, they speak the language. Me, my brother, my sister, we don't speak Italian, nothing like that. I mean, I could throw in a few swear words and, stuff, but I basically go figure.
The
My brother's
important
name's
stuff.
Tony. My brother's name's Tony. I'm Chris. We make pizza. You know, my dad did concrete work. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, the basic American Italian that came here and he worked his ass off. You know, the guy could build anything with, like, you give him a piece of string, he'll figure out how to put up a wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wild. So he helped me
Get
a
shit
lot with
done.
this building here that I have. You know, he's
Any
getting old
any
now.
wineries?
He likes to eat now. That's about it.
Any wineries out in the old country?
There's a ton. There's a ton of them. Olive oil farms,
Your family though?
wineries.
Were your family into that? Was your family doing
Not
that?
really. A lot of them came. I have cousins over there. You know, honestly, I see them at weddings and shit, like when they come and visit. Not too much wineries. I don't know about that, but I know the one something that has to do with olive oil, but a lot of
Oh,
construction,
okay.
construction,
Really?
building and stuff. Yeah. But the ones that were
Construction.
here, most of them are dying. You know, they're getting old now, but they all either did concrete work, yeah, or like hair. You know. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a good There's a lot of history there, man. You know, we all worked hard, and they all had businesses. They all like worked their butts off, man, for
Hustlers.
pennies. You know,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
and it's crazy. Even the food, like my grandmother made. She didn't really go to the store a lot. She walked to the store. They had one car, which my grandfather drove, and that was it. And he was like the head of the family, and like she made homemade bread every 2 days. You know, and they never bought sausage, nothing like that. They never bought that from the store. They make it all. You know, that's how
Yep.
they were. Me, I'm like, oh, cool. You fire one out with peppers and onions, I'll take it. You know what I mean? I'm not making my own. You know, I will for me, but once in a
You know,
while.
that's
You
interesting,
know,
right? So my family never did jar sauce, right? And
yeah,
now here I am with my own jar sauce in the damn grocery stores. You know,
that's
uh,
amazing. I want to try that with my meatballs, bro.
yes,
You
I'm
know what I
sending it
mean?
up there. Joey's getting his box today. He's got a jar of sauce in that box, so you should head over there. Go do
Dude, it
something
is
with it.
good. It like no bullshit. It is. It's good. You
You
will.
make
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
you make the meatballs, Chris. I'll bring the sauce.
I'm so fat, I'll probably open the jar and drink it. You know what I
And
mean?
just
Slam a straw into it.
I
Like, here
love,
we go.
yeah, I like it super hot or cold. I don't even care.
yeah,
Whatever.
people drink this shit. I've heard reports for sure. It is.
Is yo, is it
Yeah,
like
do
is
that
it
again, chef.
sweet or is it so are you like Italian or Sicilian?
So both my grandmothers were from Naples.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So all the women in my family are Italian. Well, and my mother is Italian Irish. My father is Italian Irish. But it's the mother.
Cool.
It's the mothers that were, over there. They came.
Yeah.
They came when they were young. Same thing, like 8, 9 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
up through Ellis Island.
Yo, figures, yeah. Usually they end up in New York City and then they spread out somewhere, you
Yeah,
know.
and there's a lot in New Haven, like East Haven, New Haven, Connecticut. It was all Italian. It's not so much anymore. Yeah, that's what happened. They all came from New York, and then they
Yeah,
siphoned down into New Haven. Hey, let me
yeah.
ask you this: How are your? We talk a lot on the show about like family gatherings and in Italian family, big Italian families. You got any stories from like holiday functions where you're having a snack and there's fucking 20,000 pounds of food on the table?
Well, so it starts with usually like holidays and stuff is a lot of seafood. Lot of
Lots of
like
pasta.
some weird stuff too. Like we've had eel, in the sauce. It looked like this big black snake. I'm like, all right, I'll have a piece. Aunt Maria's waving it at me. I'm like, I'm a little kid. I'm like, a lot of different seafoods, man, bro. Squid, salad, stuff like that. And then the
Octopus.
caviar, which I'm not eating. I never would eat caviar. I refused.
Never
And
even
then the
tried it.
regular
Never tried
food,
it.
and then the sauce, then the eggplant. There's enough for like 100 people. Yo, people are fighting in different languages. I'm just sitting there like, you know what I mean? Like I'm sitting there because like my father's young. They're all young. They're playing cards. So we sat there as kids, like and watch TV, and they're gambling. And I'm like, and then they're
Wait,
fighting, and
what?
then the one gets
No.
up. I'll never forget, dude. My cousin, he gets up. He's like, "I got the pot." Goes like this, grabs all the money at the table. My uncle Frank slamming the thing down. I'm in the corner. I'm just like, "What are these people doing?" Because I'm young, dude. I'm like 6, 7. You know what I mean? And I'm like, "What are these? They gamble." And then they yell at me like I'm older. I go to the casino. Oh, you shouldn't do that. And I'm looking at them like, my parents are broke because all they do is gamble. That's all I've been around my whole life. Like degenerates, bro. And they work so hard and they blow it in like 10 minutes.
Well,
Bro,
some
my
people have that
family is
mentality.
and then they overeat. Oh, I got agita. And it's like, you keep eating, slow down, bro. Yo, you ate 3 plates. And what do what are you going to, oh, and you say something, God, you're done. I ain't going to say
Yeah,
nothing
God
because now
forbid.
that they're mad at you. Well, it was crazy growing up, man. The shit that I seen, and it was just like, and one had to have more money than the other, so they pull out the stack of cash and he'd wave it
Yeah,
around
yeah.
and piss somebody off. My parents would fight, and we were middle class. We never came from not special. My father always worked hard. He took us camp. We did a lot, but bro, like some of them family members were jealous of each other. They talk shit, and I'm like, oh, what is this? Like you talk about it, but then they're over having coffee in those fucking Enterman Danishes that suck.
The
Adamant,
coffee
yes.
cakes, the coffee
Yeah, and
cakes. I
then
remember
Sanka coffee.
oh
bro,
yeah,
and
the orange. Yeah,
and I'm sitting there and they'll have these cookies, and bro, I gotta be honest, some of these cookies they suck, bro. They're like flour and like in a round thing that they would
The
make, and they're bread like they're the
Antoinettes.
best thing in the world. And I'm like, these cookies suck. I don't want it. You know what I mean?
you get
Tastes like
Yo,
my
you guys
concrete.
grandma.
know about like when you were younger, you would get like from the Italian, they have like a brick of cheese, bricks of cheese, right? But I didn't know what it was, and I'll never forget. My uncle's like, "Here, have some cheese." He gives me like a 4x4 inch cube, bro, and he's like, "Here, puts on a plate." I smell this shit. I'm like, I'm looking around. I'm like trying to shove it down my shirt, because it smelled so bad. I didn't want to eat
Was
it,
it
bro. I was like 6, 7 years, like I said. And he's like, oh, and
was
he's
it
eating it with
Fontina?
grinding figs, bro, figs. And I'm sitting there, I
Oh,
don't want any of this food, because like they eat it all the time. I didn't. So yeah, a lot
Oh
of
my
weird
gosh.
stuff with my family, bro.
We
I
used to
love it
call that
now.
cheese stinky feet cheese. Yeah,
Oh my god, dude. And mold on it.
yeah,
Oh, just cut the mold off. It's fine. I'm like, it's growing
it's
Yeah,
good.
hair.
it's growing
you
hair.
know, you know? But yeah, it's a lot of stuff, man. I'll tell stories, bro. And then you have that
It
cousin
sounds
who
like all
couldn't
of us,
swim.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can relate. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah, I think a lot of people can. Like, yeah, it's like shit. Italian dinners, man. They got crazy. They got wild. Yeah, and there was always gambling, and everybody's in competition with the next one. The brothers,
Yeah.
especially uncles. I've seen my uncle try to rip his brother's eye out. Like over a fucking card game.
Yeah.
Like literally putting his fucking knuckle behind his eye.
Wow. I thought you were
Yeah,
gonna
they
say they were
fight a
fighting over
lot.
like a last slice of bread or fucking something, but I don't know.
Hey,
I'll never
I've had to
forget.
stab my father. I stabbed my father in the chest with a fork one time. Yeah, it was a bad scene. I was like 15 years old. I told my mother to shut up. And
oh, that's it.
oh
How are you
yeah,
still? How are
I
you
got pinned
still
up against the
fucking here?
wall. And I know. Well, listen, I had the fork. I got pinned up against the wall. I'm like, and I had him back up, and
Dude,
yeah,
I'd be dead or in a wheelchair. My dad would have beat
I
I
can't.
mean,
I don't know how I survived that.
I was a terrible kid growing up, and I did some awful, awful, awful shit. And my mom would say, "Wait till your father gets home." And I'm like,
Oh, I hated that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
dude, my
Yep.
dad. I mean,
Yo.
now, I mean, I turned out pretty fucking good. But you like the way I was reprimanded. That's child
Never do
abuse
that
now.
again,
Dude,
yeah, right.
I still remember one time. Now, my grandma was Italian, but my dad's side was all mostly Irish.
Mm.
And I don't remember what I was arguing with my mom about on the inside in our house. We have a raised ranch house, so we have the glass on the top of the door, and you can see from the top of the stairs outside if someone comes to the door. And I was arguing with my mom about something. I was like maybe 13. I walk out of the house, I slam the door behind me, and I turn around, face the door, and I'm going like this, right? I turn back around to walk down the stairs, and it was like a Michael Myers movie, man. I never heard the door open. Someone grabbed the back of my shirt, yanked me in the house, slammed the door, and the next thing I remember was my body going numb and just seeing my dad's hands flaring. I was like, "How did you see that?" He goes, "I fucking see everything."
I see everything.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, that
Yeah.
you never mouth off to mom. Dad
No,
would.
no.
Yo, are they getting
Dude.
shorter by any chance?
My mom
Like as
is.
they get older, they get
They
shorter.
shrink. Yeah,
My
they
my
shrink.
mom
Yeah.
really is. Yeah.
My mom's
Yeah.
like 3 feet tall right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
She was 5'2". Now
She keeps
she's
going like this. I'm like, Ma, if you guys like, they'd be cooking sauce and stuff. A couple times a week, we had the big pot of sauce with the meat and shit, and like Sunday, and then she'd do like a lasagna during the week. Bro, I would make her mad. And instead of grounding me, she'd kick me out of the house. So I didn't know where to go. And then, I swear to God, and then she'd get mad. You mother effer, she'd yell at me, and she'd throw the paddle of sauce, bro, with the spoon, with the sauce on it, and miss. I would laugh at her. My father found out. Done. Bro, I'd hide for hours because he'd do construction. So he came home about 4 or 5 o'clock. I'd be in my room. I'm hiding. Door's locked. Break the door. Dude, whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? And she would throw the sauce, get mad because she gets sauce all over the house too, bro. I'd laugh at her.
I was more afraid of my mom. Bro, I was more afraid of my mom. She would hit me with all kinds of shit. Everything, whatever's close. Rolling pins, cookie trays, and fucking, phones, cordless phones. My father, I think, was too afraid to go back to jail. That's why he didn't hit me. Yeah, he hit me.
My mom never hit us. She couldn't. She would get mad. She'd grab like a spatula, and she'd wind up, and she'd be like, and I look at her, and I'd be like, "That's all you got?" She goes, "Wait till your father gets home." And the worst part about the wait till your father gets home was, I don't know about the rest of you guys. I'm going to assume it's the same. My mom didn't even wait for him to come through the door before it was, "Do you know what he did today? Or do you know what they did today?" So he's already worked like an 8 to 12-hour shift. He's already pissed off. And the first thing he hears when he walks in the door is what we did. I think it was to the point where he was coming home every day and just started whooping our ass before she started talking because he knew we did something that day.
It's preemptive. Yeah, I know you did something. Just come over here.
And if we didn't do anything that day, he's like, "Well, I'm sure you'll do it tomorrow, so I'll let tomorrow pass." And it's like, what is this?
But I'm still going to get my ass whooped tomorrow, though.
Right.
Yo,
shit.
That's wild.
And everybody had a crazy uncle, right? You guys all had crazy. I think you guys got Crazy Eddie, right? Uncle Eddie.
No,
is that the crazy one?
No, Cousin Eddie.
Cousin.
He's your age, right, James?
Yeah.
Yeah, close to your age.
His birthday is like 21 days after mine. Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't say we have Cousin Larry, but that might be the crazy one. But great guy. I think my favorite uncle growing up was Uncle Larry Sr., Larry Caparco Sr. I heard my first dirty joke when I was about 7 years old, and I remember my Aunt Norma. I don't remember the joke, but I remember her slapping him, saying, "What are you telling this kid this for?" He's like, "Aren't you like 13 or 14?" I was like, "I'm 7." He was phenomenal though, man. He was a classic. You look at him. His look was a classic gangster look.
100%. Still today.
Yeah, he was such a funny human. He would tell you jokes and do it with the straightest face. He was phenomenal. Jamie remembers him better than me.
What's the hardest part about vegetables?
You got
putting them back in the wheelchair.
I had a bad
joke. Boy.
Yeah,
putting them back in the wheelchair.
I don't want to get sued anymore, dude.
Joey said he's suing you. Joey's suing you. So yeah, I feel you.
But that's in a good way. I'll settle for restaurant food.
Or Joe wants another stinger or something like that.
Oh, shit.
Pay them off in food. Pay them off in a fucking macaroni cheese pizza.
I think I know what for dinner tonight.
Yeah. I'm telling you what, Chris's place going back.
Chef, have you ever had a stinger?
I don't even know what that is.
I think that's more buffalo, right? I'll let Chris.
Yeah, it's buffalo. It's a buffalo.
It's buffalo.
Buffalo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let Chris describe
it. It's a buffalo thing. So a lot of places use a Costanzo sub roll. It's a basic roll in buffalo. They toast them up. So I use a split top roll. It's a little different. It's got split down the top. It is a Costanzo, but I just gave out part of my secret around here. Okay, whatever. So, it's fine. Not many people use it. I just don't like to look like everybody else. You know what I mean?
Right. 100%.
Including I'm starting to bald. But anyway, we'll get back to this. So sandwich. So chicken fingers and steak, bro. So chicken fingers and then steak. They call it a stinger. Some places chop it up. We leave our fingers whole. We chop up the steak. I don't like flat steak-em looking steak. We chop up our ribeye, mix it with the cheese, and then we put it on a roll, lettuce, tomato, onion, blue cheese, and usually Land O'Lakes American, or maybe you guys out there might use Cooper Shark. It's sharp. It's like similar. It's like a creamy American cheese. It's bomb. When you put it on a roll, it's fattening. It's huge. And a lot of people in Buffalo eat like scums, and that's one of the top things, man. between
It's
wings,
like I should live
pizza.
there.
Yeah, it's good, and you make the fingers usually like I like them hot, but I mean some people get blue cheese and barbecue. They mix that up. You will have a heart attack if you're not used to this type of food. You'll shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's
Nice.
fat.
Even when you're used to it, you will.
Yeah, I
The
mean it's
sandwich comes
fattening.
with a warning.
But yo, like people love them. Like they got them all over now. 21 years when I opened up, there was a couple places that did stingers. I was one of them. Now it's like every place is doing them. You know what I mean? Once they catch on. Same with the bagel crust. I was the first. Dude, it's all across the globe now. You know what I mean? Which is great. You know, I should have patented that shit, but you don't know. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
I was gonna
wild,
ask you,
but
man. You got people copying you all the time because being a creative guy, I know it's like a big fear. Like even in the music industry, it's like I gotta copyright my shit. I got it's always this big fucking elephant in the room. Like I gotta copyright my shit and patent it. Like you go through that. Like do you
all
have
the
any
time.
patents? Really?
But people around here too, man, they copy me. Like I'll be doing goulash one day just for fun. I'll throw something. I'll spice it up. I'll change it. I'll throw some Italian sausage up in there. We'll change it. And all of a sudden, the guy down the street serving goulash a week later. I'm like, yo, how does that even make any sense? Like, I see you're watching, which is great, but it's like that's cool. I like competition. It keeps me more motivated, keeps me moving. You know, but, bro, a
Yeah.
lot of people copy around here, man. It's like,
Well,
you
people
know,
who copy people, I mean,
It's
I would
flattering.
take that as a compliment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it.
yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's a week behind TC Wheelers. That's all,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
But I mean, I
but
didn't invent pizza. You know what I mean? I didn't invent the style either. So I mean, I guess I'm not original either, but to my taste, I guess, right? You know, like, yeah. But it's sometimes it's a little upsetting because like sometimes people even there's some guy around here he even tries to. I swear to God, he tries to act like me. This one guy, we're not gonna mention names, but he tries to like even do like videos. I'm like, oh, cool. Like I'm better
I
looking.
haven't.
You know,
I haven't seen anybody else
drop my
jump in a
phone.
fucking kayak out in their backyard or
I
wherever
was
the hell
just
that
gonna
is.
bring that up, man. You got to send the chef that video of you in the kayak.
Yeah.
What's
The
it?
kayak.
What are you guys talking about? What is this? What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
I go kayaking in the winter.
The property in front of him will flood if we get really heavy rains or once the snow and ice thaw, and he'll do this random video of him floating in a kayak in the middle of his yard.
Yo, it was like 4 feet deep the one time. It was all sewage water. Yeah.
Dude, it is, chef. It is hilarious. I mean, just you've got to like when you follow him, you've got to hit all and then make sure you favorite him so his shit is constantly in the top of your feed.
Yeah,
you will laugh your ass off all the fucking time. You know, Chris. Actually, one of my favorite that you do is he'll buy freaking frozen pizzas from the grocery store and bring them back and cook them up and see what's good and what's not.
Yo, I'm doing one today.
Good.
A ragu.
I love it.
Ragu.
What is it?
I didn't know they had a pizza out. I bought one yesterday. It's in my freezer. I'm no joke. I'm doing it today.
Yeah.
Ragu.
Dude, I'm telling you what. If anybody watching this, if you're not following him on Insta or Facebook or both, you need to. Absolutely. If you're a foodie, if you're a foodie, you love pizza, you love everything we've talked about, you gotta follow Chris. I don't give a shit if you're in California or Texas or whatever. You gotta follow him. You do.
No,
it's hilarious.
I appreciate that.
Appreciate Chris.
Are you going out in this fucking kayak and cooking pizzas, or are you bringing a stovetop oven, a little portable?
He's eating them. He's eating the pizza while in the kayak.
Yeah, I've eaten on the kayak in the snow and shit. I don't know, bro. It's like promotion. People in the neighborhood are like, "What's wrong with that guy?" You know what I mean? Which is fine because I know I'm shot, so it's like I don't think about it.
Lean into it. Yeah, just lean into it.
Yeah, like it's a storm and I'm out in shorts with no shirt off, and they're like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm hot. All right, I'm sweating. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm hot, and I don't feel like. Yo, it's just the way it is. My titties are hanging out, and I'm like, I'm hot.
Hell yeah.
Yo, I'm hot now. I'm in shorts. I came to work, and people at the grocery store, what's wrong with you? I ran to my cousin, another old school, from Sicily. He looks at me and goes, you need a coat on. I'm like, worry about yourself, man. Like, why are you worried about me? I'm good. You need a coat on. You need to get rid of diabetes and lose 100 pounds.
Well, it's like
you know what I mean?
because there's so many pizza joints and Italian places up where you're at, you got to kind of keep on pushing the envelope and to stand out and getting that attention. So I think it's great, man, doing that kind of crazy shit, just random, just fucking random, man. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Well, but between those videos and between truly the quality of his food, I mean, we have pizza places open almost monthly and they close almost just as fast as they open. Because places like, Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, they don't do well in this area. We had a Pizza Hut that opened up here in my area, and I was already told they're looking to close if they haven't closed already. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I mean, Buffalo is, a big family-owned food business. And
Yeah.
what Chris does is he's got an amazing product, but now he's figuring out really cool ways to market the product, get people to come in there and try his stuff. Like he said, he gets copied all the time. I mean, he did this vodka sauce pasta. This is, I will rival that against anything out there. And I've tried other businesses that do their version of it, and it's like, like water, but his stuff is incredible. And hot banana or stuffed banana peppers. First time I ever had one was at TC Wheeler's. I went to other restaurants and tried them. I'll never forget. I ordered them at Scotch and Sirloin. I can say their name because they closed.
Oh shit! Yeah,
and they came to the table. And they looked really good, and I took a bite of it, and it tasted like I was eating feet. Like it was just, it was. I'm not kidding. It was the most disgusting.
We officially know
thing.
your foot.
Some people like that.
No,
some people like that, bro.
Opposite. No. All right, I should have said it tasted what dirty feet smell like. All right. I mean, it was the most disgusting thing I've ever ate. Like, I'm not the guy to send stuff back to the kitchen. I worked in a restaurant, so I know what happens. And
waiting again.
Right. And I try not to insult people either, but I'll be honest with you, I could not take another bite of this, and it was disgusting. But Chris's stuff's amazing. His stuffed banana pepper pizza is one of my favorites too.
Insane.
Insane.
Bro, listen, have you thought of doing a frozen pizza and get into the grocery stores and stuff? Have you thought of
I thought about it.
Crossing over?
I think about it like a lot of different stuff, but I got it like the marketing aspect. I know I can market it. I'm still at the start, so I got a decent following on the Facebooks between the two accounts. I got a little like about 25,000 between all of them, which isn't much, but it's more of like the consistency part of it. How's it going to cook at home? How are we able to produce that much dough? And you know what I mean? So I think that's part of it that goes through my mind. But I mean, anything is possible. Like, I am down to do these things. The problem is finding the right people to do them with. It's hard to do things on your own. It really is. And I tend to take on way too much. That. I do it all the time. I take on too much that I can handle, and I stress myself out. I put my head through the wall, and I drink a bottle of Crown Royal. And it's like, I only do that once in a while. Once a week.
Better man than me.
But it's like I couldn't wait to have that crown, like.
I totally understand. I know the struggle's real with that. Like, you're a creative guy, so you're thinking. So it's like there's a ton of shit you want to do, and just because you could do it doesn't mean you should do it, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think there's something in what you said about the finding the right person to do it. Like, I am loving co-brands right now and co-brand partnerships, and because I'm a product developer. This is what I've done 3 different industries now. I did liquor, got 10 moonshines in the market in Alabama. I did all the labeling, the graphics, and setting it all up, registering it with the state, blah blah blah, and then the spaghetti sauce and all these fucking grocery stores, and now perfume. But like, I could do the packaging and all that shit, and then get it brokered and get it placed. I mean, it wouldn't be nothing. So if you create the shit, we'll find a co-packer. Then you don't have to worry about the dough, and you send over you sign an NDA, a non-compete. They fucking source all the ingredients according to your recipe. And then, because I'm already in the grocery stores, I've already got the doors open. So all it is a phone call. Once we got the product registered and all that shit, it's a done deal.
Really?
Chef he's already locked up with Walmart. What was it? 75 stores the first year, then 150, and then 300 or whatever it was.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm meeting with them in June. I got to go down to Atlanta. I've already been onboarded. And so my thing is, it's scaling, bro. Like, this is what happened to me. It's like, got a great product, no advertising, demand just shoots up to the roof, and then it becomes a production capacity issue. Because I was doing everything by hand. I was trying to do it by myself in a commissary kitchen. It's like, fuck, no, I need a factory to make mass quantities. Like, Walmart alone, I need a minimum of 10,000 units a week just for those 75 stores.
Yeah. That's a lot,
so you're not,
man. Yeah.
Yes, but listen, the co-packer sources all the ingredients that you give them.
So they do it, they get it done, they package, they advertise, and then you get a percentage. Boom.
That's it. No, you pay them the labor. They're only getting paid on labor.
Yeah.
to package it all. Then some of them will warehouse it for you for 30 days, and then the grocery stores come pick it up. They send a tractor trailer, go pick up the pallets, bring it to their distribution center, and then it goes out to all their stores.
Wow.
You don't have to touch it. You don't have to do shit. You just do the face, like the social media stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. As long as
That's
I've known Chef for almost 2 years, I think, and it's he's learned a lot in the last 2 years since we've been friends. A lot. You know, he was talking to a couple co-packers in his area in South Carolina. It just didn't make sense. I mean, the margins weren't very good, and the new co-packer he's working with. I mean, I'm not getting into any of your stuff, but I mean, the margins are huge.
It's scalable
actually now.
Now it's scalable. You know, before it wasn't because it was costing me X to do it by hand, and then because I was getting quoted for such low quantities, the price to get those done was more than it was by doing it by hand. So like, why am I gonna do that? I'm gonna lose money.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
I'll be expecting a 10% cut for introducing you guys. So
But
you're dealing with a lot less headaches too, man. Anything to get rid of some of them headaches, is always a plus.
Yeah,
that was a lot.
As a business owner, less is gooder, as I always say.
I always look for this. If I can get an employee to do like maybe half of what I can accomplish in my day, I think I did all right. You know what I mean? Because there's like too many things going on at once, and I try to look for the best person or who's mainly attitude is everything. Like I don't like negative. You could be the best worker with like the worst attitude. I don't want you around because it brings out everybody.
It does.
And that's very important. Very important.
And that trickles down into the customers too. The customers don't want to be seeing that shit.
They know. They can feel
everybody.
the energy. Yeah. See this line like this, like right here. This little going on here.
Hey.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yes, you get it. I'm starting. You can see in the light. Damn it. Why is it so bright in here? Here. Turn that shit down. But yeah, it's pretty awesome, dude. I love hearing and seeing what you're doing. I definitely want to try that sauce. I definitely want to dump my balls in it and try it.
Hey, I already did.
In there too.
That's a special flavor I got in the sauce because I dunked my balls.
Nice. I knew it. That's why it sells, brother.
It's a little difficult. It's a little difficult with the co-packer, but you work it out.
Right.
A little touch of Italy.
Put that sauce on a pizza, Joe. Throw a pie in with that sauce on there.
There you go,
dude.
Hell yeah, man.
Dude, I'm serious. I will bring it by the restaurant. We'll give it a shot together, and we'll film a video doing our very first taste test. And if it sucks, we won't send it to them.
Hey, I did a guest appearance. I did a guest chef appearance out in the woods. There's this concert venue here in Charleston, and they've got a wood, a brick oven stove in the woods. And I did pizzas for the first time. Yeah, I have 10 different products, 4 sauces. Right, the classic Italian red sauce is really what made everything jump up, and that's just like a standard sugo di pomodoro, But then the second one was a pizza sauce, which all I did really was add oregano. Just a tiny bit of oregano, and I stripped it down a little bit, less other, less, no sugar, that kind of stuff.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Now, also, go ahead, Chef.
The one that Joey's got in his box, it should be at your doorstep any time now. I checked the tracking, but he's got the classic Italian red sauce. That was my grandmother's recipe. Like, this is the sauce we grew up with as kids.
Now, also, I've had Chris's food even at the firehouse where Joe's a firefighter at. Like, Chris does catering. You want to touch on that catering, Chris?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do catering, basically pretty much any food, a lot of Italian American stuff, buffet style or sit down, whatever. Homemade, the pastas, the cutlet. I'm a cutlet man, like, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I love veal, bro. And it's so hard to get around here. No one carries it, but veal is like my favorite. I love veal cutlets all day, pounded super thin, crispy. And bro, breadcrumbs are important too. Like, breadcrumbs suck at the store. They're just not they're not good. There's nowhere that's good breadcrumbs. I did find a brand. It's funny because these other boys in New York City are talking about it. It's called 4C. So I did some research on it, and they're like the original breadcrumb from back in the day. And I'm like, I knew I recognized that flavor because I got eaten them. I'm like, these aren't bad. I throw a little Romano in there and some fresh parts, and it's bomb. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So we do a lot like cutlets, Italian food. Custom stuff too. I'll roast a pig, no problem. Not one of my customers, but an actual real pig. I'll have it done.
Oh my god!
No, there's a lot of them. You'll be amazed being in the bar business. I've seen it all. So we'll do that of pretty much everything. From full service to weddings. I do everything. That's like my second gig. It's kind of a passion of mine. I originally did the whole school thing, but become a chef, and then I kind of fell into the pizza thing. My family owned a bunch of Italian restaurants in Buffalo. We actually marketed it at one time. We had like 7 or 8. But I always looked up to them. I'm like, man, these people got money, and no, their lives actually really suck. Now I know 21 years in, I'm like, damn, they work really hard. Like, this is some serious stuff, dedication, and they burn themselves out, and I see it. So now it's like I try to simplify everything, keep it consistent, and go from there, But I do love the catering.
Is your brother hands on with the business?
He's here. He's more of like the books guy. Kind of like, hey Tony, what's up? He'll put his head down, one of these. You know what I mean? He's not really like the people person. The recipes and stuff, it's mine, but he works hard. He works with me. Like, he comes in, he'll make pie. Like, he works. You know what I mean? He's a great worker. He's really, really good. But it's not his passion. But he likes being here. I can't dog him because he's amazing. It's just not. He doesn't have like the hands-on want to make food and enjoy. But he'll eat he don't stop eating. There's something wrong with him, dude. I yell at him like he keeps eating, man.
Well, these two are fun. These two are
each other out, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we do. He pisses me off. I go, dude, get here. I'm leaving. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Depending on which one you're talking to, one works harder than the other one. One cares more than the other one.
There you go. Yeah.
Typical.
We butt heads a lot.
Typical siblings. But I mean, Chris is definitely the creative one. Comes up with the marketing. Comes up with all the different food stuff. Tony is, I think, more of the business side. watching the bottom line and that
the
kind of
taste
stuff.
tester too, right? He does all the taste testing before something goes out onto the line.
Well, see, he's colorblind, so he can't see shit, and he eats everything. And the problem is with us is, we like the way, like I said, you were talking about growing up with like the Italian families and stuff. So I'm eating like eggplant and shit. No one around here eats that, man. Like, I tried that. Like, they don't respect that type of food. I could just do buffalo chicken and it's going to sell. There's no question about it. You know what I mean? That's what people around here are used to.
Mm-hmm.
You put Frank's on anything, they're like, oh, I'll take it. But then I'll make like eggplant stuff with ricotta, topped with your homemade sauce. They'll be like, I don't like eggplant, Or,
eggplant parm is still one of my favorites.
Best thing ever.
Reminds me of the South. That reminds me of the South. So when I came out with the artichokes, these people didn't even know what the fucking artichoke was. They thought it was some kind of chicken. They thought it was a chicken.
It's got a weird texture. I'm like, it's fine. Yeah.
Oh, stuffed artichokes. My grandma used to make those. Oh my gosh.
I make a mean stuffed artichoke, bro. I love those. I make a mean stuffed artichoke.
Listen to this. This is funny as hell too. I mean, everybody down here does barbecue. There is so much barbecue here in Charleston. And so when I came to that Piggly Wiggly, I said, hey, would you guys be interested in carrying my sauce? He's like, please, for the love of God, tell me it's not another barbecue sauce because there's no fucking way. I said, no, it's spaghetti sauce. He's like, yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, my gosh. I got a question for you. I got a question for Chris. And I asked this, I don't know if it was last episode or two. We were talking about Sunday suppers and, times gone past, but my grandma used to make polenta. Do you guys ever get into that?
Yeah, I've had it. You cover it with some cheese, it's pretty good. Other than that, I hate it. I'll be honest,
really?
I don't like it. So I remember it being soft and then maybe frying it in olive oil, crispy. Okay, old school stuff, brother.
Yeah.
My Uncle Mario used to love that. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I mean, I'll eat it if you got it. I personally don't make it. Once in a while, man. Once in a while, but it's not bad. It's very plain. It's I guess it was like a poor man's food, kind of like with the pasta and peas. It was on that kind of level,
It's definitely different. It's definitely different.
Yeah.
What about the pasta fagioli?
Yeah, pasta with beans. Basically, I like it. There's a lot of different ways to make it. I like it with like the actual like tomato. You put some tomato sauce in there and you cook with
Yeah.
the garlic. But I
Yeah.
like it like, dude, if you cover that shit with Romano, it's bomb. You know what I mean? I'll eat the whole
Yeah.
thing. I love lentils. Lentils are probably that's my
Lentil
favorite.
soup.
I rather
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
lentils over pasta fazool any day of the week. But I do like that. I grew up on it. That's all my dad knows how to make. Actually, he can't cook a fucking egg. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. But yo, pasta with peas. That's all he knows how to make. That's
My
it.
grandma used to make that all the time too.
Yeah,
Do you
my
have any,
dad
do you have
can't
any of this
cook.
shit on the menu? You have all this on the menu? Do you have like some classic Italian meals?
Yeah, well, we're more of a pizzeria and it's a bar too. And like I said, my cousin owns a restaurant down the street, Italian restaurant. So I don't do a whole lot of stuff that he does. But like we have soups, like we do pasta fazool sometimes. I'll do like tortellini
Oh,
soups,
dude.
Different things like that that are
Hot
with the
pepper
bar
soup.
flair. With the bar
Yeah.
flair,
Okay.
you know what I
I
mean? Because
like
it's a
that.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes we'll do like a beer cheddar soup or something, for the drunk people. Because you say beer and they're like, "Oh, have it." And it's like, all right, dude. Like, try my mom's zucchini, but forget it. You're not going to have it because they just, you know
Because
what
it
I
doesn't
mean?
have
That's
beer
the
in it.
clientele I serve. But people that respect me, that follow me, like I tell them I'm making something, they come in and I'll do pre-orders and they come and buy it, which is
That's
pretty
smart.
cool.
That's smart. That's
Yeah.
good that you do
So
that. I think that's smart.
I was gonna run something today. I did do a video. It's a popular dish in Utica, New York. It's called Ridgie's. It's like a spicy sauce with rigatoni. They do cherry peppers, chicken, a little bit of white wine, and like a tomato sauce.
Mm.
I do mine with like a vodka sauce and a shitload of heavy cream, and I
Yeah.
make it spicier. I use the whatchamacallit peppers. The
Habanero?
no,
Cherry.
the red ones.
Cherry
You can
bell
get them in the
peppers.
Calabrians, and I
Oh,
chop
the
them up and throw
collaborants.
them in there and some cherries with it. And dude, it's phenomenal. So I was thinking about running that as a special today. I did a video just kind of seeing who wants it because I'm not going to do it for 5 people, but if I get 25, 30 pre-orders, all right, we'll get it done. Stuff like that. I like to do it. I keep a lot of the followers stuff. I keep them up with my specials and get them in the door. But like I said, it's a bar pizza shop, man. Like, you got a guy over here. He might be missing a couple teeth. You got a lady over here. He's got a Gucci bag. You know what I mean? It's a mixed crowd. It's a mixed crowd. You know,
Hey,
but it's
so
fun.
listen, we're
It's
coming
fun.
down. We're coming down to the end of this. We're approaching the hour, right? And I just want to. I asked all of our guests, like, you are you involved in any nonprofit stuff that you want to promote? Anything like that? You doing anything in the community that you want to, give some
Uh,
shout outs?
Lions Club, uh, Tonawanda Erie Canal, Lions Club over here. What they do is they help. Basically, we help people in need, people that are unable to work. Handicap, anyone that basically needs help in the community. Like, say this person's stuck in a wheel. For example, this person's stuck in a wheelchair. We can't they can't afford a rent for their house. We'll raise some money, we'll do some sales, and we'll donate and we'll get
Nice.
it done for them. Not everybody,
Nice.
the people that are really in need, we'll try to give them a hand. So that's, for example, what the Lions Club does. um you know Local
Thank you,
sports
bro.
teams,
I love that.
local sports teams will do
Cool.
a lot. I do a lot of Tonawanda stuff because the school's right here, and then I trigger into North Tonawanda too because of Joe. He's got a lot of Joe put a lot of business for me in North Tonawanda, doing the catering at Sweeney Hose with his fire hall there, and they got
Yeah.
me in there too. So I helped them out whenever I could, and then some local North Tonawanda stuff too. So yeah, it's we try and do as much as we can, within reason, what we could afford at the time. It's not the
You know,
easiest thing, but we try. We try.
Chris comes off as, the funny guy in his videos and whatnot and crazy and off the wall. But, I know firsthand he's got one of the biggest hearts of anybody I've ever met. And anytime during Christmas
Thanks.
or Thanksgiving, if you ever see the videos, he will make a ton of Thanksgiving dinners, Christmas dinners. He'll leave them out on this big red chair that they have outside their restaurant, and
That's
says, no
awesome.
questions asked. Anybody needs a meal, come by and grab one and go.
Wow.
And it's like,
Damn,
listen,
bro.
I
Yeah.
don't need a free meal, but man, the food that he's giving away to those people, it's like, I'm not going to touch it. But
I got chills, man.
but
You make me
truly,
sentimental. I love
mean,
that shit, man.
it's
We
one of those
need
things
we
where
need to we need to
I was-
have, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, Joey. But when Joey says he puts it on the big red chair, we need to get a picture on and drop a picture of the big
Yeah.
red chair in here, and you'll understand why.
to give
That's
you,
all.
and
Go ahead.
I'm sure we can steal one of the pictures that he did at the holidays and stuff. But it's like,
Easter's coming up. I'll be doing stuff for
Yeah.
Easter for the neighborhood.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Thank you. I
God bless
appreciate
you, man.
it.
God bless you, man.
Dude,
Let me ask you one
Yeah.
last question too. Are you big into faith, like faith-wise? I know this could probably open up a big can of worms, but I'm just going to ask it anyway. Are you practicing Catholic, Christian, anything like that?
It was Catholic. Right now, they might blow up if I walk in the building. No,
Time for
really,
confession.
I do believe. I just I've been tested the past few years. I think God is testing me, testing my ability. I've been through a lot of tough times, up and down, and I think I've been tested. So I do believe, I totally believe God's on my side, and I think that He wants me to win. Because I've been
Yeah.
through so much and I've gotten through it. Sleepless nights and just a lot of things. Uh, you don't gotta we don't gotta really type my name in on the computer too much. We'll just leave that to the side. But there's been a lot of things that no, they're just things that tough times that I've been through. And
Yeah.
he's there. I got through it,
Listen,
man, and it was hard, bro. It was hard.
And listen,
one of my
I mean, one thing's clear. He's giving you a gift, man. What you're doing with the stuff I'm seeing on your social
Mm-hmm.
media, and these guys can
Yeah.
verify, is like, yeah, you're doing something special. And then to hear this about the nonprofit stuff, man, and what you and the heart you got, and you're giving back. And I mean, yeah, you can't not have faith and be that kind of person. I think. I mean, for me,
No
one of
you
my
doubt.
got to be
No
favorite
touched by
doubt.
something.
yes, but one of my favorite sayings that I heard it a long time ago, Chris. If he can bring you to it, he will bring you through it.
That part. Yeah.
So I
Yep.
I like
mean,
that. I like that.
the trials you've gone through, and you've come out on the other side. I mean, just a successful, restaurant owner. I mean, you know as well as anybody, owning a restaurant nowadays, people who open restaurants are normally like gone out of business in a year or 2 years. And Chris, I mean, like I said, follow him. You'll see what we're talking about. He's
Class
it. I
act.
mean, class,
21
definitely
years.
class act.
21 years is nothing to shake a stick at, bro. And
Mm-mm.
yeah, you don't get that. You don't get through that. You don't get, to achieve that without something watching over you.
Thank you. I
Absolutely.
appreciate that. Yeah, I feel I'm in good hands right now, man. All state, I'm doing all right. So,
Well, listen,
and I
it's been a
Yeah.
great
appreciate I
episode.
appreciate you having I appreciate you having me, man. I'm glad I got to talk about these things. Maybe in the future, if you ever want to ask, pump me a little bit more and see what I got to say, I could probably
Yeah.
will be appropriate. You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm good.
No, listen, man. This show is it's evolving, and we're definitely going to have you back on. I from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for coming on and taking the time. I know you're a busy guy, and I think these guys for roping you into this, this crazy
Yeah.
this lunatic family here. You fit right
Thanks,
in.
guys. Yeah.
Anything
Awesome.
anything you want to plug, Chris? I mean, Chef can put links to your, socials and stuff. Anything you want to talk about real quick before we end this?
Yeah, if you guys want to check out the business, tcwheelers.com. I also got a TC Wheelers Facebook, facebook.com/TC And then you can check out my personal Facebook, which is Chris Daddy Dino Pizza Candino. That's the nickname. And, I do a lot of my videos on the TC Wheelers. It's the Facebooks and the Daddy Dino Facebooks. I'm kind of like getting into the Instagram. I'm getting there. It's not really a huge thing, and I'm playing around with the TikToks. I got to be honest, friggin' old, bro. Like I'm figuring it out, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm lucky I tuned into this because I thought I had a camera on my computer in my office, and I didn't. I thought I did, but I didn't. So I got on the phone, and that's what I did. But yeah, if you can check out Danny Dino, there's gonna be a lot of videos. We're gonna definitely be rolling with that, and it's going well. It works, and it's bringing people in from different countries, so that's pretty cool. So I like it.
Awesome.
It keeps me motivated. I appreciate if anyone follows, it'll motivate me even more. Keep me going. Thank you.
Well, yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, and thanks to my cohorts here. It's been a great episode. Stay tuned for episode 5. This is going to be episode 5, and
Mhm.
then Chris Cerrone will be here for episode 6, where we're doing the Roma Parfum giveaway,
Cool.
which is getting a lot of attention. So if you guys haven't entered that contest, you got till April 10th before it's too late. If you want a free bottle of perfume, get on the TikTok of Roma Parfum and start sharing and tagging people. But
Hell
again,
yeah.
thank you guys. God bless. Lunatics, we're out.
Great. Thank you, guys.